The universe is vast and mostly silent, a seemingly endless expanse of darkness, punctuated by the faint glow of distant stars and swirling galaxies. For billions of years, this cosmic ocean has stretched out in all directions, its mysteries hidden from our eyes and ears. In this immense silence, Earth is just a tiny blue dot, quietly spinning in the void, largely unnoticed by the rest of the cosmos. But then, one day, that silence was shattered. Not by a sound we could hear, but by a signal, a sudden burst of data that cut through the quiet like a lightning bolt. It was as if the universe itself had decided to send us a message, a warning that something extraordinary was unfolding far beyond our atmosphere. NASA's red alert flashed across screens in mission control, bathing the room in an urgent crimson glow. Something big, fast, and completely unknown was heading our way, moving with a speed and trajectory that defied easy explanation. The data was clear. This was no ordinary cosmic event. In the control room, scientists and engineers stared at the incoming data, their faces a mix of disbelief and growing concern. The numbers and graphs told a story that was both undeniable and terrifying, a story of a threat racing toward our planet from the depths of space. The cosmic alarm bell had been rung, echoing through the halls of science and into the hearts of everyone present. Humanity, for the first time in generations, was forced to listen, to pay attention to the universe in a way we never had before. This was the moment that science fiction had warned us about for decades, a real, tangible threat from the cosmos, no longer confined to the pages of books or the screens of movies. It was happening now, and it was happening to us. The news spread like wildfire through global space agencies. In offices from Houston to Moscow, from Tokyo to Paris, experts watched breaking news bulletins and urgent markers lighting up world maps. We had found something, and its path was dangerously close to home. The world was suddenly united by a single chilling discovery. The time for quiet observation was over. The era of passive stargazing had ended. Now, action was essential. Teams of engineers and scientists sprang into motion, initiating emergency protocols, running simulations, and collaborating across continents to understand what we were facing and how we might respond. The fate of our world could depend on what we did next. Every decision, every calculation, every moment counted. The shadow of the unknown loomed over Earth, and the weight of responsibility pressed heavily on those tasked with protecting our planet. The universe, once indifferent and silent, now had our full attention. Humanity stood at the edge of the unknown, listening intently, ready to face whatever message the cosmos had sent our way. To truly grasp the magnitude of the alarm that rippled through the scientific community, you first need to understand the James Webb Space Telescope, our golden eye in the vast, mysterious dark of the cosmos. This isn't just another piece of space hardware, it's the most ambitious observatory ever built by humanity, a marvel of engineering and vision. Its iconic golden mirrors, meticulously crafted and assembled by teams of dedicated NASA engineers, are designed to capture the faintest whispers of light from the farthest reaches of the universe. Every component, every panel, every sensor was created with a singular purpose: to push the boundaries of what we know about our universe. JWST is not just a telescope, it's a time machine, a window into the ancient past. By capturing the faint light that has traveled billions of years across the cosmos, it allows us to witness the birth of stars, the formation of galaxies, and the very dawn of the universe itself. With every image it sends back, we are peering deeper into history, unraveling mysteries that have puzzled astronomers for generations. The nebulae and galaxies it reveals are not just beautiful, they are clues to our cosmic origins. Orbiting a staggering 1,000,000 miles from Earth, far beyond the reach of our planet's shadow, JWST operates in the cold silence of deep space. Its instruments are tuned to the infrared spectrum, allowing it to see what no other telescope can, peering through thick clouds of cosmic dust, unveiling stars and planets that would otherwise remain hidden. This unique vantage point gives JWST the power to reveal the unseen, to make the invisible visible, and to transform our understanding of the universe. The mission of JWST is pure science, analyzing the atmospheres of distant exoplanets for signs of life, measuring the movements of galaxies as the universe expands, and providing data that challenges and expands our perspective of reality. Teams of scientists around the world eagerly await each new data transmission, knowing that every discovery could rewrite the textbooks and reshape our place in the cosmos. So when JWS detected something unexpected, something that didn't fit any known pattern, astronomers everywhere took notice. The data was puzzling, the signals unmistakable. It was as if the universe itself was sending a message, and the world's brightest minds scrambled to interpret what it meant. JWS was never designed for planetary defense. Its powerful sensors were meant to explore the distant universe, not to scan for threats close to home. Yet, in the course of its routine observations, it caught something unusual, an object that didn't appear in any star chart, moving in a way that defied easy explanation. The discovery was both thrilling and unsettling. The telescope, built to look back in time and reveal our origins, had inadvertently found something that could impact our future, a potential threat lurking in the darkness, now illuminated by JWST's golden gaze. The implications were profound, and the sense of urgency was unmistakable. A discovery of this magnitude, coming from an instrument as trusted and precise as the James Webb Space Telescope, could not be ignored. The world was watching, waiting for answers, as scientists raced to understand what JWST had found and what it might mean for all of us. The discovery began quietly, just a few stray pixels on a sensor. At first, it was almost nothing, a faint blip in a sea of digital noise, so subtle that it could have easily been dismissed as a glitch or a speck of dust on the lens. But those pixels, flickering in the darkness, hinted at something far more significant lurking beyond the edge of our understanding. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most advanced eye on the cosmos, was scanning the depths of space when an automated program suddenly flagged an anomaly. The alert was unmistakable, an object moving at an unusual speed, shining far brighter than anything expected in that region of the sky. The computer's algorithms, trained to spot the rare and the remarkable, had found something that defied easy explanation. Scientists rushed to their terminals, double-checking the data for errors or malfunctions. But the signal persisted, unwavering and clear. It was real, a massive object, reflecting sunlight in a way that suggested a surface both large and smooth, unlike any asteroid or comet previously cataloged. The team's excitement was tempered by a growing sense of unease. When they plotted its trajectory, the results were chilling. This object wasn't coming from the familiar asteroid belt or the distant Kuiper belt. Instead, its path traced back to the vast emptiness between the stars, interstellar space. It was a visitor from another solar system, a true outsider. The object was quickly designated O2025JX1, a name that would soon become infamous. It was a cosmic wildcard, a mysterious traveler on a course that would bring it deep into the heart of our solar system. No one knew what secrets it carried or what dangers it might pose. The scientific community was at a loss. There was no history to consult, no previous data to analyze. Its composition, structure, and even its purpose, if it had one, were all complete mysteries. The object's behavior defied all predictions, leaving experts both fascinated and deeply concerned. Among the scientists, a nickname quickly emerged: the Shadow. It was a fitting moniker for something so enigmatic, so shrouded in uncertainty. The name spread through research labs and control rooms, capturing the imagination and anxiety of everyone involved. The situation escalated rapidly. A red alert was issued, the highest level of warning. The sense of urgency was palpable. This was no ordinary discovery. The world's top minds were now mobilized, aware that something unprecedented was unfolding. The unseen visitor was no longer unseen. For the first time, telescopes captured its image, revealing a shape and brightness that only deepened the mystery. The world watched as the first pictures of O2025JX1 appeared on screens, sparking a wave of speculation and wonder. The race to understand this cosmic intruder had begun in earnest. Teams of scientists, engineers, and astronomers worked around the clock, pooling their knowledge and resources. Every moment counted as humanity faced the challenge of unraveling the secrets of the Shadow, an interstellar enigma that had arrived uninvited at our cosmic doorstep. With the object identified, the world's telescopes turned to track it. Hubble observed in visible and ultraviolet. Radio telescopes listened for signals and mapped its shape. The object was extremely dark, absorbing over 99% of light, unlike any asteroid or comet we'd seen. It was large, up to 3 kilometers across, and irregularly shaped, tumbling through space. Its hyperbolic path meant it was just passing through, too fast to be captured by the sun. The key question: how close would it come to Earth? Early projections had a wide margin of error. It could miss us by millions of kilometers, or pass much closer. The uncertainty was the real threat. We needed more data, fast. The world watched and waited. The worry wasn't just about impact, though a collision would be catastrophic, like the one that ended the dinosaurs. Even a near miss could disrupt satellites, trigger earthquakes, or send other asteroids off course. The object's darkness was a mystery. If it broke apart, fragments could threaten the inner solar system. If it was dense, its gravity could cause chaos. The unknowns multiplied the danger. O2025 JX1 was a messenger, a reminder that our solar system isn't a safe bubble. The discovery forced us to confront our fragility. Scientists worried not just about this object, but about what else might be out there. NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office and its global partners sprang into action. Their mission: find, track, and characterize threats. Dozens of observatories worldwide contributed data, shrinking the margin of error with every observation. Supercomputers modeled the object's path, refining predictions. Scientists analyzed its composition using spectrometry and radar. The goal: know exactly what we faced and how to respond. Data was shared openly, a planetary immune system at work. O2025 JX1 was the ultimate test of the system. Once confirmed, the threat couldn't be kept secret. Governments and the UN were briefed. The world's leaders chose transparency. A global press conference laid out the facts. An interstellar object was approaching, and the world's best minds were on it. The public reaction was immediate: shock, anxiety, and a surge of interest in science. For a moment, humanity was united by a common challenge. Governments prepared for all outcomes, updating disaster plans and discussing mitigation strategies. The threat from space dissolved political borders. The world's divisions seemed small compared to the cosmic challenge. We were all in this together. O2025 JX1 became a test of our species. The world debated planetary defense kinetic impactors to nudge the object, or gravity tractors to tow it gently. Each option required global cooperation and unprecedented technology. The window for action was tight, the stakes enormous. No nation could do it alone. It demanded the resources and intellect of all humanity. The threat forced us to act as one species, pooling knowledge and power. It was the ultimate test of unity. Our survival depended on it. In the end, hope prevailed. Weeks of observation narrowed the object's path. It would miss Earth by millions of kilometers. Relief swept the planet. The red alert was lifted. But the world had changed. We'd glimpsed our vulnerability and our potential for unity. The networks and cooperation forged in crisis endured. O2025 JX1 continued its journey, leaving us wiser and more prepared. The James Webb Space Telescope, built for curiosity, had become our sentinel. Our future depends on looking out, learning, and working together. The next time the cosmic alarm rings, we'll be ready, united, vigilant, and hopeful.